Hey everybody, this video once again brings us back out to Claremont, Florida. And the reason why we are in Claremont, Florida today is because we are here once again at the Claremont Goodwill, which I haven't been to since last week. I think I was out here last week. I've heard rumors that apparently they haven't exactly restocked their media section, at least as of the end of last week. Apparently the media section was still a little dwindling, but they've had all weekend to restock. They've had all weekend to get movies in, to put movies out, to put some toys out, to put some collectibles out, to put some Disney out, to put some cool, awesome things we want to pick up out, right? Keeping that power of positivity alive. So again, we are here at the Claremont, Florida Goodwill. I'm gonna pop in quickly, see what they have, probably just in and out, but hopefully today we do find some good deals here. And I was driving past, figured why not check them out? Why not see what they have? All right, we're gonna find something awesome today. I can feel it in my bones. We're gonna find a Blu-ray, not for the van, for my collection, right? I mean, last time I was in here, I did find that awesome Fresh Prince of Bel-Air DVD set. So something along the lines of that would be amazing. And something along the lines of that is what today we're gonna find. All right, so up front here, they do have patriotic stuff. I don't know how a USB cord is patriotic, but all right. They've got Desperate Housewives. I mean, it is red, white, and blue. I guess that's the criteria for patriotic. This is actually kind of a nice bench, to be honest. And we didn't already have a bench that we bought for the front of the house. Like, I would totally get this. That's not bad. I wonder if it's like weatherproof? I don't know. Well, that's very press boardy. Maybe this wouldn't be the best for outside. I think it's just an inside bench. But they're only asking $36 for it. Kind of dig that. Should I buy a grill? No, I had a grill like that back in Pennsylvania. You know how many times I used it? Once. Those things are awful to clean. I never want a grill like that again. A small, tiny little grill, just big enough to cook some hot dogs and hamburgers on. It's all I need. I don't need something that gigantic. It is way too much. I'm not that kind of guy. All right, anyway, so obviously passing on the 4th of July patriotic stuff up front, or Memorial Day stuff up front, I guess is actually what it's probably for, which is in like a week from now. Look at the Timon and Pumbaa. Those are cool. They're asking only $10 for that. No tags though, but still pretty awesome, pretty cool. All right, I think I'm passing on all the Disney plush because I do not need to get into buying Disney plush. So moving on. As I was ending that clip there, I did see the Pokemon bag in the viewfinder. This is actually really awesome. I believe it's been used, but it looks like very lightly and gently used. It's in really good condition. That's an awesome backpack. I'm not going to pick this up only because, again, my son, he's going to be going into 6th grade, and I don't know. Does a 6th grader really want a Pokemon backpack? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's cool and hip these days. Is Lola Bunny cool and well? The bunny's always cool and hip. She will never not be cool and or hip. But anyway, that is a cool backpack. But I'm not gonna grab it for Sean because, again, he's going into 6th grade, and now that he's getting older, I don't know. This whole pre-teen thing, it's very confusing because stuff that he was once into, it's questionable as to whether or not he's going to continue to be into this stuff. So I had to be careful about what I buy him because I just feel like some of the stuff he might not like so much anymore. Well, all right, so yeah, this is going to be a quick video today, diving into the media section, or lack thereof. There is not much here right now. This is even worse than it was last time I was out here. Did somebody buy some of the, maybe not, maybe nobody bought any of the math, or the magic, I keep wanting to say math. They're Magic English Disney releases that Josh does not want for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah, there is nothing over here. I had heard over the weekend, I heard a warning that the media section here was not so great, but I was hoping that they had restocked. I was hoping that over the weekend maybe they had gotten some new stuff in, and as such they would have some awesome stuff here for me to pick up. But I don't think they've really gotten anything in. I'm gonna look, of course, I'm gonna go through all of this, see if there's anything, but I don't think they've really put in much, I don't think they've put much out. I don't think they have put much out since last week. I don't even know what to say. That's sad. All right, so I just went through all of this, and yeah, there is nothing here I need. Not even anything I want to pick up for the van. Even went through all the CDs, hoping maybe I would just pick up a CD today. Maybe coming in here would have been worth it just for a really cool CD alone. But I don't see anything I need to pick up. I honestly don't see anything I want here. So I'm thinking I'm thinking the media section might be a complete bust. The Ultimate Dolly is a pretty cool CD, but I think I actually already have that or have something better than that. So yeah, no music I want either. No music, no movies. There's nothing here. No video games I want. But again, the whole section has just been like, I don't know if it's been picked through or if they're rotating stock. I don't know what's happening, but there's just nothing going on. You can go, well, there's nothing I want to pick up. So, all right, yeah, media section is, it's a bust. Well, unless that is, I do want to pick up some records that have been painted on. I saw these, and at first I got kind of excited because I thought maybe this was like a picture disc. I didn't know. I thought maybe The Simpsons. I had no idea. I thought, even though it doesn't have the artwork, I mean, I would pick up a really cool release of something if it was a really cool like picture disc record. But no, these have been painted. That is what's going on here. These are records somebody painted. So I don't need records that somebody has painted. I'm really trying. I keep looking like maybe I've missed something. There's nothing. All right, moving on from the media, diving into the Disney end cap now, and right away finding some interesting looking Mickey ears. These are for the marathons, for the 2022 marathon and the 2023 marathon. I don't really know if Danielle would want these though. She's not really into the Mickey ears as much unless the price is right or the ears are really cool. These are $8 and $6. Yeah, I don't know. She was not part of the marathon. I don't really know why she would even want these. I will ask though. I will send her a photo, see if she wants them, but I'm thinking probably not, but we'll find out. I am, however, not really seeing anything else over here. I think even the Disney end cap is kind of lacking. There's really nothing here, unfortunately. So the media was a bust, and I think the Disney is also going to be a bust. I'm really hoping we're gonna find something. Today is not gonna be a bust, but I don't think it's gonna be great. And comments down below. What is this? I mean, I know it's lions, but why? What does this do? What purpose did this serve? I have absolutely no idea what this is. It's cool looking. I like it. Looks maybe homemade, maybe handmade. I don't know. What is this thing? Comments, because I am at a complete loss. All right, let's try our hand now in the toy section. Although I'm not really seeing anything jumping out at me, I don't really see anything over here that I necessarily want to pick up. They do have some Stranger Things Funko Pops though, but again, I've never actually seen the show before, so probably shouldn't be buying any Stranger Things Funko Pops. I gotta watch that show. I really gotta start watching this like immediately. I keep putting it off for some dumb reason. I don't know why. I need to watch it. I hear it's great. I hear it's fantastic. I gotta check the show out. But I just haven't gotten around to actually watching it yet. So I am gonna pass on the Funko Pops. Not that I need more Funko Pops anyway. So all right, I don't know. I'm gonna look through all these little baggies here. Maybe there's something interesting. That made noise. There's a, oh. I think I have that. There's a Vinylmation here. I was gonna say, here's a whole entire bag full of dinosaurs. There's one little lonely stormtrooper Vinylmation in there for no reason. Why is he in a bag full of dinosaurs? But yeah, he is not in very good condition. He is pretty banged up. I think I have that. I'm like 95% sure I have that. That stormtrooper. I'm gonna double check, but I mean, not that I want to pay I'm not paying $10 for a beat up Stormtrooper. I'm still gonna check though, we'll see. But okay, that's why you always check the bags. I did find a Vinylmation. Again, why he's mixed in with a whole bunch of dinosaurs, I do not know, but he is there. I'm still not paying $10 for a Vinylmation that's beat up, but I don't actually know if I have this. It says Star Wars series, First Order Stormtrooper, then it says Squad Leader. Now, according to my list, I have a First Order Stormtrooper from the Star Wars series, but I don't have mine listed as a Squad Leader, which makes me think maybe that one is different from the one I have, which makes me want it. I definitely want to pick up the Vinylmation, but again, it's really, really beat up, and they're asking, I'd have to pay $10. I'd have to buy the whole entire bag. I'm not doing that. So that's a shame. I mean, had that been like, I don't know, $1 or $2, I would have picked it up, although it's Goodwill. They probably would have been charging $5 alone just for the beat up Vinylmation. But had it been like $1 or $2 from anywhere else, I would have been like, yeah, whatever. In that condition, I'll pick it up and then just, put it on my list that I need a replacement if I ever find one down the line. But again, I can't do it. Here's a is that Goku? That's a Goku figure right there. Let me ask about $6 for shirtless hunky Goku. No. Well, I went through every bag and there is nothing that I want to pick up other than the Stormtrooper Vinylmation, but like I said, not for $10. So yeah, I honestly think I think the toy section is also going to be a bust. I don't see anything over here that I want to pick up. I was hoping maybe for another what was it, Nintendo, a Super Mario Brothers plush that I picked up last time I was in here. I think it was a Koopa Troopa. A Mario Brothers plush would be pretty awesome for Sean, but I don't see anything like that. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Toys are also a bust. You know what section of Goodwill I always just kind of like walk past? I never really look through. It's the outdoors section. I don't know why. I really should start looking through this area more. They have all kinds of stuff for dogs, and I have a dog now, so I could pick up stuff for the dog. I obviously have a van that I go camping in. I could pick up stuff for Vanabelle. They've got sports equipment, maybe something for Max. So yeah, there's stuff here. I mean, nothing I want today, I don't think, but I do see kind of like interesting things. I really should walk up and down this aisle more often. I'm learning. It's been how many years of me thrifting? A good, well, I mean, on camera, maybe like close to 20. In general, maybe like a lot more. Maybe close to 30 years of me thrifting, and I'm now just learning. I should check every single section of Goodwill. Are these hiking sticks? Are these for skiing? Are those ski poles? I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, there's nothing over here I want unless I want to buy a ripstick. Those look scary. I've never done a ripstick before. I skateboard. Never been on a ripstick. I'm gonna stick with never going on a ripstick. I will kill myself if I try to do one of those. All right. Well, anyway, nothing that I want now, but in the future, I really should look through the outdoors section more often. I did just buy myself a mug the other day, and that's the only mug I need for the rest of my life, unless I break it, I guess. Otherwise, it's the only mug I ever need. But I do kind of dig the Scranton, Pennsylvania Schrute Farms bed and breakfast mug. That is awesome. Not only is it because it's The Office, which I love, a fantastic show, but of course, Scranton, Pennsylvania. I always love finding the PA here in FL. That is pretty awesome. They're asking $6 for that. Not bad. That's a cool mug. But again, I don't need another mug. I will probably never use the one I already bought, so I'm just gonna end up passing on that. Still pretty cool though. What is this? That is interesting. That's like a weird sausage gnome mug. Okay. That one, I mean, I know it's Milwaukee, but that one might be just a little bit cooler than the Schrute Farms. What the heck? What is this? I kind of want this mug too. I am determined to find something today. They're actually in the process of putting new stuff out. I've been kind of like dwindling around, hoping maybe they'll put out some new media. And I did ask. I asked all the people who are putting stuff out, is there any media coming out? And they all said, oh, I have no idea. I don't know how they have no idea. Here's a Lady in the Graph. Ooh, look at that. Lenticular lithograph. That is cool. Lady in the Tramp lenticular lithograph. If I can get that out. That's pretty cool for $6, but I don't need that. I have no need for that. Anyway, so yeah, I asked, and they all said, oh yeah, we have no idea if any media is coming out again. They're in the process of putting it out. How they don't know, I have no idea, but apparently they do not know. I gotta see if maybe Danielle wants those ears. Anyway, no new media has been put out. I'm hoping, since the media section is kind of lacking and they are in the process of putting stuff out, maybe over the next couple of days, new stuff will come out and I'll come back, like, let's say in like 2 days from now, and there'll be a whole bunch of new media. I'm hoping. I'm not even finding anything up here in the display case. They did have a Game Boy Color, which a guy actually just picked up. Pretty awesome, but they were asking like $100 and something for it, which I guess is a good deal. The guy seemed very excited about it. I have a Game Boy Color. I don't need another one, so I'm not going to pick that up. And they do have a couple of Game Boy games, which is really awesome to see. Really cool to see Game Boy stuff, but it's A Bug's Life, which I have, Madden 2000, which I have, and Duke Nukem, which I also have. No actual games there I need to pick up. So again, cool to see Game Boy games, but not games I need, unfortunately. All right, I'm beginning to think today is just going to be a complete bust. I'm really starting to think I'm not going to be picking up anything. I've got to find something. If the Game Boy, wow, no, I was going to say if the Game Boy Color was cheaper, maybe I would have picked it up. But again, I have a Game Boy Color. I don't need another one. I was thinking maybe today that Danielle would be the savior, but she already has those ears, and sure enough, she did not want the marathon ears. So, all right. Again, I'm always determined to find something I want to pick up. I mean, there's so many things that I could find. Something for Danielle, something for me, something for the van collection, something for my main collection, something just to put in the van, something for Sean, something for Max. I mean, there's so many different things I could pick up, but I don't see anything that I feel is really worthy of picking up. I don't see anything good. Unfortunately, I'm so bummed out by the lack of just anything really all that great here today. I was also trying to figure out, why is it so crowded in here today? I remember now, it's Monday. I don't usually come here on Mondays. Mondays are the senior citizen days, and it gets very, very crowded inside the stores on Mondays. I don't know. I should have waited. I should have just waited until tomorrow. Maybe by then they would have restocked the media section. I don't know. All right. Anyway, I'm going to look around just a little bit more and then I'm leaving. All right. I've been in the store for way too long and I'm thinking I'm about to give up. They do have a Samsung soundbar here, which is pretty awesome. I do want to get a soundbar for the library. I don't know though, is $30 for a used soundbar a good price? It does have the remote and everything. Well, I would say everything, but no power cord, and I don't know. It kind of looks like a weird power cord. I don't know if it's proprietary or if it's like a common power cord. I have no idea. So I'm gonna end up passing on the soundbar. They also have a PlayStation DDR pad over here, but they're asking $25 for that, and I don't know if it works. So I'm not paying $25 for a possibly broken, I have no idea, DDR pad for the PlayStation. And this is actually something that we've been looking for, one of these outdoor cord things. We need one of these for the holidays. We probably will end up buying one this year from Target or Walmart or something, but $5 for one right here. But it's broken. It's in terrible, awful, horrible, just destroyed condition. So it's not that I'm not finding anything. It's just that I'm not finding anything I need. So, all right, I don't know, guys. I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. But again, I've been in this store for way too long now. I think I'm giving up. Hold on, wait a minute. This is why you always have to keep the power of positivity alive, because sometimes as you're just about to give up, as you're just about to leave, you see a logo that looks really, really familiar. You see the Mario M, you see the Luigi L, and you realize this is a bag full of attachments for the Switch. Look at that. There's a Mario thing, there's a Luigi thing, there's I don't even know what these things are called. There's the thing the Switch controllers go into. This is actually kind of awesome. I don't even know what all this stuff is, but they're only asking $3.99, $4 for all of this. I'm gonna grab this for Sean. I'm gonna pick this up for him. So we have done it. We have found something. I was literally, like I said, about to give up. I was leaving the store. I was walking out. I said I'm done. There's nothing that I want to pick up. And then I saw this. So, all right, I'm buying this, and now I'm calling it quits. I'm done. I'm good. I'm going home. I'm officially over being in this this store where I'm just not really finding much of anything. But this is pretty cool. This is awesome. We can always use extra things for the Switch. Sean would definitely. I don't know why I'm even looking at the hats. Sean would definitely appreciate this. So, all right, I'm gonna grab this for him. And again, I'm now calling it quits. That's it. We're done. What an interesting trip out to Goodwill. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for the Claremont, Florida Goodwill, where the media section lacking. I'm really hoping if I come in here in like the next 2 days or so, maybe if I stop in like 2 days from now, they will have restocked. I think that happened last time I came into the store, I think, and they had really nothing. I came back a couple days later and they had a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. I'll probably try to stop back in here later on this week, and maybe they will have restocked. I'm really hoping. I'm pretty happy about the Switch finds, though. That's pretty cool. They had Game Boy games, but just no games I wanted. They had a Game Boy Color, but I don't know, it was like $100 and something for that. I guess that's a good deal. How much does a Game Boy Color go for nowadays? That the guy was kind of freaking out over paying like $100 and something for a Game Boy, for a Game Boy Color. I have no earthly idea. But anyway, all right. So yeah, they had some interesting stuff in there, just not interesting stuff I necessarily needed. We're done. We're good. I should have known better. Why did I come out here on a Monday? I never come to this. I always try to avoid this Goodwill on Mondays, and yet I came out here on a Monday. That was my mistake. All right, thanks for watching, guys. It's the way hunting happens. Some of you guys have left comments saying, like, just go more places. Like, who cares if you don't find anything? We just want to come along with you on the hunt. If you find something cool, if you don't, it's still cool. Almost today I didn't find anything. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt, check down below for a link to my other channel, Retro Resta, for daily adventure videos. Also be sure to hit the join button to become a member of this channel to gain early access to all the videos. And that's gonna do it. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one. It is hot. It is very warm out here today. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.